think we're about to start. Alright, let's get into round 2. Let me take the splash down. Don't want that. Let's get a bit of audio sort of happening. Again, guys, stream quality is not so great. I do apologize. I am local recording as well, so that'll be up on our YouTube channel if the stream quality isn't to the fashion of the clans. Of course, they would like to review this to see where they went wrong. Tactic Tuesday is a bit of a competitive scene, guys, as well. So, yes, they would like to see how the tactics of the enemy force was compared to theirs, etc., etc. Guys, join with me. Round 1 in this evening is Nordic. Everyone knows Nordic. If you haven't heard of Nordic, just go over to Squad General and just read the history, and you'll find everything about Nordic. But yes, welcome Nordic for round 2.
Have you read that in the last 2 minutes?
No, I haven't. I don't.
Odin, did I highlight everyone, and I want everyone to highlight me. I'm approximately at 230 mentions unread in Squad General right now.
No.
So, yeah.
Nice stuff. Good work there. Let's make sure everything is.
Alright. Are you on RIP or ZXD side?
I'm gonna be on RIP, so I'm gonna head over to the Insurgent Forces. I'll stay on RIP and see how RIP go with the Insurgent Forces. Guys, if you don't know Cocaine Valley SS version 2, which they're playing, we do have a Stone Bend Depot, District Center, Petrol Station, The Nest, Russians spawning all the way down on the Hilo 9, Keypad 9 region, and RIP are coming out with full force with their techies. I'll get on I'll just capture them very shortly, guys. We saw the Insurgent Forces last round finish squad, Zulektre Delta, and Sereni Vega take it out with 226 tickets. If RIP want a chance at taking this out, they have to win by 227 tickets and above. So we'll see how they'll sort of come out. Let me get a stream going so you guys can hear RIP. And I'll get this recorded as well.
Remember where you're going, Dean.
Alright. So, what do you think in terms of Nordic? So we're now seeing RIP go on the Insurgent side. We stated last round, well actually you stated last round that definitely the Russians are probably the favorites when it comes to this map.
Beat their own petrol itself.
We were
transport as well.
I guess we were made fun of. You know, the Insurgents actually took out that round with 226 tickets. What do you think? Do you reckon RIP can pull it back? Playing Insurgents.
This is actually pretty hard to call because obviously ZXD and FSQ and SVG knows what they did. They know what worked, so they can also do. All right, let's just counter that. RIP, on the other hand, obviously also has the tactic of them now, so they can either play their stuff, or they can copy pretty much exactly what the other did and hope they can do it the same.
Yeah, we do see on...
So far, they're going to the east and getting completely wiped, which was exactly what SVG did last round.
Yeah, SVG did the exact same tactic. Yeah.
No BTLs on petrol.
We just see last round SVG doing exactly the same sort of thing, hitting the north side of petrol station. They didn't make it into the vicinity. The Russians made it in faster. But again, we're going to see 2 squads of Russians getting on petrol station.
Good racket.
So we'll see sort of how RIP do here. So, we'll see more or less RIP getting overtaken here. Russians will take their flag.
Well, you need me to, Mark? As you said, I mean, Demon.
Well, looking pretty decent, to be honest.
Panther, move up if you can to Crossroad, Foxtrot 5 and 7 area.
Alright, so they have petrol station. What they need to do now is rush this district, because again, there's no Russians here. I really don't understand why they are so conservative, both teams. They should just get to district.
Are you spawning down here?
I mean, they have 4 squads on petrol. Okay, squad 1 is flanking a little bit, but I mean, there's not a single insurgent here.
You completely down, spawn
they need to get to district now.
Well, I did. District, yeah, definitely. So petrol station now fully wiped.
They need to get there.
Yeah, so the Insurgents, crazy enough, the Insurgents have placed the fob on almost the exact same spot, Foxtrot 3, Keypad 4, of last round, what the Zulu X-Ray Delta, SVG, Serenian Vanguard, and FSQ did, placing it to the north side of district.
Why are you not?
But we'll see.
Yeah, back the vehicles.
Because
We'll see sort of you know, what happened here. What happens here? We're already 5 minutes
you
in.
need to mount. I'll take you to the front.
Again, early game.
Yeah.
No,
Early game is the setting up.
Right, no worries. It's okay. Demon, try and see if you can get that beta.
Okay then, Demon. Demon, we'll jump in.
Yeah,
He's come to
let's
us.
see.
We'll jump in. Take a few.
A large amount of Russian
stop, maybe
forces
take a
over
couple
on our
down
petrol station. I think that's almost 3 squads, if
Copy,
I'm
I'll
not
make my squad
mistaken.
move up in between, so that we have flank from 5 to 6.
Yeah, nice
So
one, mate.
Russians now capturing their petrol station, of course, down there. Stone Bend's been captured, Depot's been captured, the next one is District Center. We do have out towards the east side of District Center, we have Squad 2, rusting places there. Heading out towards the eastern side, we do have an enemy squad, insurgent squad, sorry, of rusting places inside District Center. And even all the way down on Echoes 5, Keypad 2, we have a bit of a squad of RIP down there. So there's a lot of spread for RIP at the moment. But the cap is now happening for the insurgent forces. Of course, RIP
Yeah, I
being
don't
resting
really
places.
understand. I don't really understand Rip's plan here. What is the spread going to do?
need to know
I
when
can
we're against
barely
the
see
walls.
their team.
Pebbles, if that's
I'm
alright.
missing so many players.
Repeat that,
Like
sorry.
Yeah,
we
so
have
do it
we have
against the walls to the
we have a
south, let me know.
squad-ish on this one.
Enemies
Where
are
are the rest of the team?
Full
I
squad
mean,
G41.
there's some
Eastern
dudes
side,
east, some
yeah.
dudes on west.
Yep. So it looks like they've placed
Squad
themselves
5, what
in
about Fox,
small
mate?
little groups. Of course, yeah, you do
Yeah,
have
we'll do it.
the district squad out towards the east. They're looking for you know, possibility of flanking out towards the east side of districts. But you're coming up against a it's basically
Enemies, F5, keypad 4 apparently.
the Spartans
Enemies
versus
close to that compound, Golf 4,
out towards
keep
this
at 8.
eastern side. Basically, the RIP being the Spartans, and then you have basically the Persians sort of coming up there. A lot of force out towards that eastern side. If we have a look sort of on District Center, a couple of
drop you at the front,
Russian
Jeff.
forces sort of coming in to the south side of District. And out towards the western side, RIP are basically pushing all the way around. They're creating a diagonal. Foxtrot 5 keypad 7, Echo 5 keypad 2. So it's a bit of a... if you look from District Center, it's a direct southwest where RIP is sort of spread
Demon,
out.
you have to cover us for pushing
Yeah.
forward.
Okay, so let's see. Their plan is obviously to they want to down with the sticky. Oh, here comes the rocket barrage. That is interesting. Is it actually achieving anything though?
Yeah, it's RIP calling out their friendly fire in terms of those rocket placements.
He's shooting at us.
That seems to be the going thing with the
Watch
rocket
out,
tickies
shoot friendlies.
in most cases.
I need BTR position ASAP.
So RIP are pretty uncontested on District Center, and
Yeah, small forces down towards the south side of District. You get Stybel's pushing in. You got sort of FSQ Rapper Bennett within the south
You need to reposition that
southeast
rocket
side
tanky, mate, if you want to shoot at
in the
petrol.
river. But now we see that sort of eastern side with Aspen and Rygo from RIP.
If you're gonna shoot now, because we're gonna be pushing into.
Serenian Vanguard and FSQ
Copy, reloading still.
now starting to take out that
me 20.
eastern squad.
yeah, so they are completely uncontested. What the Russians need to
All
do
squads
now
be
is
advised, he's pushing
you need to
Fox
mount
4,
up in the
key
BTR,
3.
take a long south flank and get on the western
Enemies
side of
pushing Golf
District
4,
Center.
keep at
Well,
7
one
and 8.
squad, pretty much the one pushing
You
up
want us
the
to fall
east,
back, get within cap range,
and get on
to
that
the
point.
district.
Because right now they're wasting their time. They're bleeding tickets. They're not achieving that much.
Wait,
Sure,
we're
they're
right, if
cleaning
not
out
to
the
be
east
honest, we
side.
won't
They're
see too
calling,
many
but I mean,
contacts.
there's 2 RIP guys
No,
there.
but they're pushing
And even if they have the best game of
Careful,
their
yeah,
lives, they're not gonna kill all of those Russians. Here comes some more Russian. There comes some more rocket fire.
Yeah, just out on the petrol station area.
Confirm target.
So south side of district, you're going to see a couple of Russians
Yeah,
now
we need
pushing in
to
around about a
squad
4-man or
forward,
so
just in
squad.
case.
The eastern side, they have to be really careful of district. We have a large amount of Russian forces just there.
As soon as you get trouble,
But
let me know. I've got a logi.
you probably haven't noticed as well, down deep south.
Yeah,
And I'm talking about deep
that
south.
one's probably we did get
Around
shot
about the
from, I've got no
Hilo
idea.
7, we have squad 3 of Rusty in places down there.
Primarily southeast, I think.
Going very far. They took down a techie down on that side. No rally point, but it looks like they're planning to maybe do a south
we're
side
pushing
assault
forward.
on
I
petrol
get a
station.
fob.
Get cheeky some pub, mate.
So that is welcomed, obviously. Rip is... Their numbers are way too low on this flag here.
Yeah, you've only looking at around about a bit of a squad in terms of the district center. They've got the northern fob just like in round 1 with the insurgent forces there that allowed them to respawn in, but the south side fully wide open for
just in front of Ball's position and
FSQ now to start pushing in.
Looking at the map on Russia's side, it feels like they're half a team. They're too scattered. They're not. I mean, they should be lucky that the Russians are not pushing hard, because they would break through this so easy. They need to gather up.
And you can probably confirm as well. I can see it. I can see it on mine.
3, 4 here.
On Echo, actually Delta 3 keypad 6. We do have it looks like a FSQ squad, around about four or so guys pushing in on the northwestern side of.
Yep. They're essentially
the
doing what the other RIP squad did before. They're pushing around. Essentially, they're probably going to set up if they're smart, they're going to set up a flanking fog and basically pinch them like we wanted RIP to do last game.
Yeah, what's up? Mark, you want us to spawn district center and
just
help them
slice them from both north and south.
Spawn
That pincer move.
Yeah, a lot of fire fronts now for RIP in terms of district center. We've got a force pushing on the south side. We've got a constant force pushed out on the eastern side, which is Serenian Vanguard. And now they're going to get a 4-man force up towards the northwestern region, which Planet Gong is actually going to run into. And he's going to be calling that into his squad leader, no doubt about it.
Yeah, 4 squad pushing in, close to me south.
We'll see sort of how FSQ sort of play out that northwestern side. Are they just going to do what Zulu X-Ray Delta did last round on the petrol station and try to ninja it in? We'll soon find out and see.
Yeah, I'm getting very worried for it right now. I'm just not feeling that this is something that's going to work. Sure, they have the dude south and they're pushing up on East Petrol Station. I like that they're actually using the SVG-9. I barely saw the SVG-9 in the previous game. But count from that, I mean, how we're looking on Petrol Station? How many going that? A full squad? And they
have a full squad of 3. Yeah. But they've got the BTR, who was just so,
he's firing at the area.
Yeah, it was so unfortunate.
West of FOB North.
I'll actually head back. I'll head back over towards the district very shortly. Just have a techie now. It's gonna start to get flanked here by Bennett, just on the south side of district. Ouch! Bennett taking down that SPG, but yeah, so unfortunate for Squad 3 RIP. I think they took their techie all the way down to I-9, just down towards the southeastern side of the Russian spawn, and made their way up. And it was just so unfortunate for the BTR being on the south side of our
guys, we're getting on the fault.
No, how are we doing with our FSQ coming in from the north? Did they set up a fob?
What are we doing in district, guys? I need to know.
Can't see one right now.
Enemies north of district.
I'll
enemies
have
north
to
of
switch back.
district.
Actually, switch to Russian, thinking I could switch back and forth, but nope.
Squad's happy to get a fob.
We shouldn't have that much
Enemies
fun.
pushing east as
That's right, we're coming up to around about 15 minutes or so of play. 442 tickets for the insurgent forces. We're looking at sort of a different game in sort of round 1 in terms of how the insurgents played, Finnish squad, Serenian Vanguard, and Zulu X-Ray Delta played. They stayed on quite a number of their tickets, around about the 470-ish for give or take around about 20-25 or so minutes.
I have.
Yeah.
We're all.
And have they actually given up on? It seems like they're still gonna attack the petrol station. I like that at least.
Yeah.
Keeping the pressure up.
You got thing to me, Jeff.
But again, we look at the district center to the southern side. Still some Russian forces down there. No RIP located there. Out towards the northeast to eastern side of district center, we have a couple of FSQ Serenian Vanguards coming in on that side, gaining pressure. FSQ looks like on the northern side of district center, you do have around about 3 or so guys down, but they have found more or less the possible FOB location.
I'm down, Demon.
Yeah, let's
Squad
see
6,
now. I can
Squad
finally
6,
go
they're
over
pushing
again.
towards the lodge.
I'm not doing
Push
that.
out.
Push south of the fob gate. Come on,
Let's
for fuck's
see
sake, do
here.
what they did to us. Come on, south.
Yeah, there's only a couple
Nope,
of it.
there's no northern fob.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it's down on the
Just like
Foxtrot
that.
3. Yeah, Foxtrot
Big area
3
set. Can we have one squad
is
pushing
the
down?
fob. It's
One
where the
pushing north.
consolidation's happening of the RIP forces. A couple of their squad leaders stating just to push
We're
south of
securing
that.
western flank because they're pushing from there.
Yeah, Roger, we need people pushed south though.
And FSQ is still on that northwestern side. 4-man squad of RIP just taking care of that FSQ squad out towards the northwest of District. Boldy, Panther, Shrek, Black Panther, and Faker there. Again, a lot of fronts they're fighting on. They're fighting on the south side of District, northwest, northeast, east area. So it's a bit of a scatter here for the Rusty in Places. They're doing a really good job on this northwest, taking down Finnish squad.
F4, keep F4. 0 right inside, squad 5. Enemy
Yeah,
contact
so
pushing
they
the
have
field.
the rally out to the west at least, and but they're falling like yeah. Rip is doing the exact same thing. Here's the name of the game: just defend the
Defend?
district center
Yeah.
for everything that's it
Guys,
works.
keep working it. Keep working.
Guys are closing in from the
What
west.
they
I'm
have
trying push
to,
them back.
yeah, what they have to really hope for
Closing in east as well on
is definitely just the defense. Doing the same thing as sort of FSQ, SVG, and Zulech Ray Delta did, or
we hear
ZXD
BTR?
in round 1 when they with the defense of District Center. You know, those 3 clans in that round 1 put all their effort in District. They weren't looking to push out and go forward pushing. I think Rusty in
east,
Places
enemies
had that
directly
sort of
northeast,
idea to do
east.
that. But now you sort of see more or less a
Lots of contact on the
sandwiching
rocket launcher.
effect here by the Russian forces. They're very close to the east side of
Stop,
District
push out a
Center,
little
down towards the southeast side, about a 4-man squad, and they're pushing in northwest, so they're spreading out the RIP forces as much as possible. But again, RIP will have to do the best defense that they possibly could to make up the number of tickets lost.
East, guys. Really close east.
Yeah, we see the rocket fire coming again, and it's
Deep
just
south.
not hitting anything.
Yeah, it's deep south.
yeah.
It's
I
now
mean,
we're
they're
gonna
running back and forth in main base. Rip actually has like 4 dudes in main base. Oh, they're gonna take the Logi. Oh, they have another tech and they're gonna take the Logi, I guess.
we're gonna see Serenian Vanguard now push
We
very
got ammo
close
crate,
east,
again, ammo crate down,
northeast
start
of District
spamming
now.
rockets and grenades,
2,
guys.
4, 6-man
Keep
squad.
back.
They're gonna get really danger close to the fob dislocated just in the compound to the north side. 401 tickets in 15 minutes. That's what's
One guy,
remaining
she's
for
one
the insurgent forces. How are you looking over there?
Southeast, guys.
Pebbles.
Pebbles. Southeast.
414.
On that building
okay,
where we had
so-
our fob last time.
Not bad in terms of the KDs. You're looking at insurgent forces 28 and 76 and 75 and 31.
Guys, they're closing in on the northwestern side of the pop. It's open. We got west.
Yeah. So
David, you can
the
put in with
KD
some,
is actually
backup
pretty
here.
impressive of the Russian
So,
army. This is more like it. Like the Russians
Tacticals.
easily
Yeah,
out KDs the
trying-
insurgents.
They're
So what they need to do is bam. What they need to do is take out the BTRs, take out their fobs, and win in flags. And obviously they're doing that right now. They're bleeding them. I like to see them capture
If you
petrol.
can, maybe get a
They
fob
seem to have
in
given up the attack, but
building
there's
there,
at
the backup.
least there's at least 1.5 squads obviously covering the backside because of that.
Yeah.
So that I'm very content with. But if they're gonna lose this hard on KD, they need to do more. They need to take more flags. That's just the bottom line of it.
Yeah, SVG now just getting replenished in terms of the eastern side, northeast side of District. Now pushed in danger close into the fob dislocated north. Of course, the fob located on the Foxtrot 3, Kingpad 4, Kingpad 1 region.
As well.
And down towards the south side, we have a couple of Serenian Vanguards and Finnish squad pushing in on the south side that RIP have to start dealing with. And northwestern,
hot
it looks
squad
like
to his position, really hot
northwest
squad
side
to
where we
his
saw the
position.
Russian forces hit just up on the
Copy.
Echo 3 area, now sort of getting pushed away there.
Fire mission danger close.
Yeah,
Pushing in south.
and to be honest,
my running
it
down.
seems like
Moving into it.
alright, pretty cool now, but I'm pretty sure the Russians are gonna have this one.
Area. E8 looking.
Once again, that rocket barrage is simply just not doing anything of value.
And you got
They
you got a couple of guys
need
back
to
there.
stop.
Yeah.
Still enemy
they
contact.
really don't care. Okay, they're shooting where the
Careful
rocket
with
taker
pushing
from in main, and I mean, don't really care. They're not getting hit. At maximum, Willem will get 1-2 kills.
Yeah.
Of
course, you know, as we sort of stated at the start of the round 2 stream, for Rusty and Places to actually win Tactical Tuesdays today, they actually lost round 1 by 226 tickets. So for them to 20 minutes, they're coming up to around about 385 tickets. So they have a
area uncovered at that point.
They have to start making up tickets where they sort of can.
Demon, are you able to?
Yeah, 226 tickets they lost in round 1. They have to win by 227 tickets and above.
And they're down to 383 now, so very equal in tickets. That is pretty much the bleed doing up for there. We have a 40, pretty much 2-1 KD for the Russians, which is normal.
Yeah.
That's gonna end in a little bit of tickets, maybe 100 ticket difference at the end of the game.
Yep. So you have Stone Bend captured by the Insurgent Forces. Depots is captured, and the District Center is captured. The only capturing flags is the Nest and Petrol Station for the Russian forces there. So what are we looking at, sort of ticket bleed wise and sort of flags? What are we looking at? You know, the Insurgents capturing the sort of 3 flags. Russians have 2 flags. Is there a substantial ticket bleed when it comes to that?
Sorry.
So you have the Insurgent forces capturing 3 flags, and the Russians are only capturing 2. Ticket bleed wise for the Russian forces, what are they looking at? Are they looking at 8?
Pretty sure 5 ticket player is either 3 or 5 tickets per minute.
Okay.
I mean, it's 30 tickets in 10 minutes, but it's enough. It might be actually 5 or 6. I should know that, but yeah. It is worth it, and it's gonna feel. I mean, that's basically what Rip won on. Sorry, that's what the ZXD and SVG and FSQ won on. But other than that, the big thing is obviously capturing flags and taking flags.
Yeah. It just allow for that bigger ticket bleed to happen. You know, capturing 4 flags to get you more of a ticket bleed for the Russian forces. And it's going to be an uphill battle for the opposing team to do that. It's all about the objectives. But again, it's 372 tickets coming up to 20 minutes of play for the Insurgent forces. What are we looking at over there again?
We're looking at 367, and I'm just going to go on a bowl here and say, in about 5 minutes, Rick will have lost his flag.
Yeah, so you look at northeastern side, we have SVG now starting to push in, very close to the fob. Down towards the southern side, you got FSQ pushing in there as well. So again, they got two fronts they're sort of dealing with here.
Yeah, roger.
We have a squad out towards that sort of Delta 3, Delta 4 region out towards the west. They come into contact, I think, with a couple of Finnish squad guys over there as well. Again, it's lessening the numbers on that sort of D flag.
Yeah, and the problem is, the thing with techies, I'm thinking that Rip is using them completely wrong here, in my opinion. They are essentially, 1, wolf packs to hunt in the BTR, and that's not what they're doing, because the BTR is somewhere, it's on the east side. And 2, they are mobile 50 cals. They are not supposed to be done in hit and run tactics, because they are completely uncovered for that. They need to be set in a position when the enemy is coming, and they need to have the motor HUD front covering the lower body of the soldier, and I like shielded one to cover the upper part, and then basically suppressing and laying down fire with that. Moving around, doing hit and runs, that's just not going to happen.
Everyone should be in district. Everyone should be in district.
And they've lost 2 tickets now, and that's, sure, it's not that much in tickets, it's 12 plus... Yeah, 4 if you count the soldiers, but it's more the fact that they're wasting their time because they're not actually being valuable for their team at the moment.
You know, I just did see in local chat there, basically save the tickets. Tickets are getting dangerously low for the Red Force Rusty in places here. 324 tickets. We're going to see a cap now sort of start happening. I think it's going to be... nothing dangerous for Rip, but you see in the Russian forces coming in from that sort of southeast area with FSQ there. Yeah. You got SVG pestering on that northeastern area. It's pushing a lot of the Rusty in places guys out of the cap region.
Yeah, and as I said, now pretty much even faster than 5 minutes, the Russians have started capturing. And they can't afford fighting off the flag. I mean, we have a full Russian squad to the west, but insurgents needs to get into the cap zone. That is what it counts. That is what counts enemies is half of Russia's team. It should be noted that they have 2 squads down inside, or at least 1.5. So Rip needs to stack up and work together, and not spread out as much.
The neutralize and just get here, squad 4.
Yeah, well, we'll see, you know, sort of what becomes now. 315 tickets coming up to around about 30 minutes of play. Rusting Places have to win by 327 tickets to really take out Tactical Tuesday, or this Tactical Tuesday. Again, I think it comes down to defense, or just a...
district, or you want me to push an attack?
It would be one hell of a attack on Petrol Station to take that.
To get district center. Do not lose district.
Yeah, the cap seems to have stopped. Yeah, they have stopped it, so that's nice.
Take a just go to petrol straight away.
And Russians are getting very low, so they stopped that. That's nice. They're stacking up now. They have actually abandoned the western compounds a couple from 2 or 3 people, which is nice. Russia right now, I think, should realize that we're punching them hard. They're desperate on the defense. Push everyone but 1-2 dudes on petrol with their binos. Rest of them up towards the capable flag and basically shoot them out of it.
Yeah, we did, in terms of the squad leader comms, Mark is, I believe, suggested taking...
Let's bleed them out, conserve tickets, we already lost
possibly taking an attack force down, or a techie down towards Petrol Station and take a bit of a support force there. But again, it's being protected, and there's a couple of squad leaders stating here, let's just bleed them out in terms of defending.
Each side is clear at the moment.
I think it's either attack or defend. We'll see what sort of rip play out here, guys. Just remember, in terms of me and Nordic's tactics and what they should be doing and everything that sort, it's only our opinions. Of course, you know, these guys are thinking tactics on the fly. It's more or less that they sort of haven't trained beforehand. But again, we'll see.
Nice job.
Yeah, nice.
We also have a big overview. We know where everyone is. We don't have the heat of the battle tunnel vision. I am the first to admit that I get that more than once. That is actually one of my biggest weaknesses in SL.
West side.
Superior, but this is basically what they should be doing. And right now the Russians are doing a beautiful pincer move. They have one squad coming in from the north. I guess one squad was wiped on east.
Northwest and west.
South and west. Yeah.
We're gonna see. Yeah, this is a beautifully coordinated attack, I'm sure, from the Russian side. FSQ coming in from the northwestern region. Let's open up the map here. Northwest, say Echo 3, keypad 5. Then we have a force out towards the western side of district in the Echo 4, keypad say 5 and 6 region, and a small force coming in from the south side, around about the Foxtrot 4, keypad 2 region. So you have now 3 fire fronts happening here. I guess the worrying part, it will be the northwestern region. You will see possible FSQ. They could get onto the FOB located north side of the district center flag. But again, you know, it's really up to medics getting down, getting their guys up and helping.
And starting from northwest.
And BTR now pushing up on the southeast side.
Yeah, I've been missing the BTR support. I really want them to, as I said last game, like, drive up, steal the attention, let your infantry get in. Hell, they can even drive up right to the west side and just dump a squad. Run into the compound. That's gonna save them time of getting sniped, and they have a chance to QCB them.
It's definitely more or less these sort of clans tactics and sort of how they play. We have a lot of aggressive clans within CCFN. You know, they play the aggression, they do that. They basically drive in, drop a squad, get in, go, and there's other ones that more or less will take it slow and steady, and you know, slow and steady wins the race. But again, you know, you just have to adapt yourself to the battle. We'll see. You know, the northwestern side, FSQ getting taken out. You know, that's good. No worry there. We're going to start seeing the western side of district now with the Serenian Vanguards. They're going to start sort of coming in. We'll see sort of how Rip do in terms of that. And south side is more or less as well.
Squad 2 enemies close to you.
Only around about maybe 3 or so Finnish squad guys down there, and a couple more Rip guys. In terms of Rip's ticket bleed that we saw sort of you know, earlier, it's starting to lessen. I think I think now they have a
Well, I
plan.
think it's 60
You know,
now.
You
Yeah.
hit one
so
ticket, you get
we've
a
got
royalty on it.
the insurgent forces have 302 tickets. So 302 tickets. I don't know how the Russians are doing. How are the Russians doing?
The Russians are
Squad 5.
306.
You're direct west.
The 306.
inside
So
the
we got a
fields. Two
close
tangos down.
game here.
Still
Close
moving.
game here. You know, RIP not losing so many tickets as what they were around about 5 or so minutes ago. I think that's sort of defense nature, and they want to bleed out the Russian forces. I think they're doing quite well, but again, we're going to see an attacking force of Squad 7 north side of our petrol
You guys
station.
stop waiting on tickets.
Yeah, I like
We
this.
want
This
to,
is good
bleed
from
them
RIP.
out. Bleed out.
Because I've seen by time Russians on petrol station have moved up and were getting a little bit bored and impatient and everything, and RIP is not
Yeah,
gonna
sure,
say,
you
hey,
can
we can
attack
still
the
attack
north.
this. You sit there and be pretty, and we're gonna hold district and bleed the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Enemy squad lead gave up.
Essentially.
Yeah, could this be a Zul X-Ray Delta? What we saw in the
Nice.
the first round, Zul X-Ray Delta doing that sort of a surprise attack on Petrol to push back a couple of push back a bit of the tension on district. I don't know. We have Rusty in Places. Willem, he's down. Squad leader 6 on Hilo 4 keypad 1. So he's down. He's been taken out. Now we're going to see Zul X-Ray Delta
guys
push up
start
to the
holding
north
us,
side of
make sure they
Petrol,
give up the medic around.
coming into sort of Squad 7. So I don't know. We'll and it's a very large open area. Smoke's getting thrown out. It's going to give an indication of
Nice work.
medics.
Good job.
Yeah, I don't think RIP is obviously not going to
nice.
get the kills here, or beat. There's at least 1.5, if not 2 squads there. But as I mean,
that
district is
BTR,
looking
yeah.
as good as ever.
BTR is
There's a decent amount of blueberries dead here, and blueberries I mean Russians.
Yep.
And they just keep on bleeding them. RIP, however, are down to no, sorry, the Russians are down to 261 tickets now.
Ouch! So 297 tickets here. 297 tickets here for the insurgent forces.
Squad 2, you've got
So we're looking at
Now
a
it's starting
30.
to
bleed to your
Yeah.
south.
So now we're
Quite
seeing a
close.
30 tickets being bled here. Again, I'm a bit worried.
Enemy movement at Stone Bend.
And it's actually been seen. Maybe I'm not so worried now. Echo
Any movement?
2
Along
keypad.
the river bed, mate, there's 2 of them.
Let's say 1, 2, 3. We have seen
I'll put my squad
some
back.
Russian forces
You got contacts close by.
looking to flank the northern side of
Squad
district
one,
here,
full
which is
pushing on you.
FSQ, and it has been noted and it has been marked.
We got a full squad to the north.
Very, very lucky there for the Rusty in Places guys. Just seeing that flank happening just south side
Okay,
of
cool, mate, good
Stone
shit.
Bend. We are looking around this vicinity here. Again, I think confidence is back in the air for Rusty in Places
Guys,
here.
watch it, got
They were
enemy
very
movement,
frantic.
echoes.
They
Keep
were
at 2
very
and 3
frantic of
pushing
what their
east.
tactic wanted to be. Do they want to attack? Do they want to defend?
Roger, bringing
I
my
think once
squad
they
up
saw
now.
the attack happening
Copy.
on District Center, and a
Mark
lot of
with
it,
fault marker. Enemies moving there. Loads of them. Loads of them.
and a lot of the attack happening
Roger.
northwest, west, south. I think now they've got the idea that they just want to defend and just bleed. If it's 3 or 5 tickets, of course they're bleeding per minute of the Russian forces. It's going to save them over time. But we are going to see Rusty in Places push out towards the north side and come under contact with FSQ here. That's the north side of District Center.
Aspen, see if you can fill up the space where Pants. Oh yes, fucking hell.
Yeah,
follow me.
and
Squad.
should be noted that the FSQ are trying to push in the north now, like you said, but they are alone. Okay, they have a couple of dudes in the south, but they're going down hard. And this is good for it, because one alone squad versus whatever 3, 4
Careful to your
squads
southwest.
they have, on depending on district, they're gonna get crushed.
Guys, across
And
the
that's
bridge.
tickets, bleeds, and RIP is
Ciao, Pants,
in
I'm
buildings, they
down there.
have
Across the bridge.
medics, they are
Copy.
completely safe, and they should be winning those engagements hard.
Yeah.
RIP is, however, down to 236 now. And by RIP I obviously mean the Russians. And the Russians
Sorry
are
about
down to 236
Mark,
now,
well,
234
hold on.
and
Here we
2,
are,
so they're
7-4,
dropping
push
very
towards us.
fast.
Yeah.
East,
Yeah, we
across
dropped
between
10,
us
we
and
dropped
squad 7.
oh my god, we dropped 15 tickets in less than 20 seconds there.
Yes,
You're
we
getting
got
murdered, mate.
That
Fall
was
back
the
a
squad
bit.
giving.
291 tickets over here. We have even in Bowley. I
Fall back, Andy, Demon, fall back.
apologize if I pronounced your
They're
name
trying
wrong.
to flank up behind us.
He was stating,
Fall back
you know,
to
just
roughly
save on
Foxtrot
tickets,
Contact
medics, do your
east.
best, and get
Contact
guys up.
East between us and Squad 7.
We do have Rip Force pushing up towards the north, but they're getting in the open. It's an even battle here to the north, and Rip are now replenishing their guys. But again, they've got around about, let's see mathematics and see if it's good for Saint.
Nice work, William. Just come in behind him. Pick a couple off.
Say around about, say, 60 or so tickets. Yeah, I'm gonna say 60. Dead on 60 tickets. They can't lose less than 227 tickets to sort of to take this one out. And again, they're pushing out of their D flag or their district flag. A couple of the guys pushing up to the northern side to deal with FSQ, but the center of the D flag is only a couple.
South of you in the compound.
Couple of guys, so
Chat Panther, like I said, I think they're rushing the river.
I think Rip thinking on the fly here, around about mid game,
squad down here, full squad down.
could save him. Could actually save
Nice
him. They
work.
could actually take this one out. Again, you know, it's
William,
early
do you
to
reckon
call.
You can maybe check.
I believe it's a bit early to
The eye
call, but
marker, oh, shit,
it
guys.
surprises me quite a bit to
Echo
see
2
Insurgents
area,
possibly taking out both
and-
rounds.
Maybe around there. for a
Yeah,
while.
me too.
Right.
Very weird, but we should see the Russians now. We had one squad coming in from the east, one from the west, and one from the north. What I want them is to do is really sync now and hit
Panther,
this
you get still
compound
contacts up there.
at the same time, because Rip is getting cocky. They're feeling the victory.
That's
They're
possible.
pushing
I'm
outside.
updating with
This
the
could either be
markers.
super good by Rip, or it could be
Yeah, no, no, no.
catastrophic.
Yeah.
Depending on how it goes,
Top
obviously.
squad stays up here, mate.
Here with the extra inside boys, either it's good or bad. And yeah, but as in Russians do have the scope advantage here. That is what I'm afraid of.
Yeah. Yeah, we are going to see a bit of a squad of the Rip, squads 4 and 5 sort of push up towards the northern side. They've marked a fob on Echo 2 keypad 5. Echo 2 keypad 5, an indication of possible fob there. But again,
To my north.
could it
Yep,
be...
to my north.
Could it be the downside to sort of Rusty in places here, pushing out of the flag and not having so many on defense? And even down towards the
Yeah,
south,
see
they're
it.
pushing
60 advice
down
on
on the
this one
south. They're getting hit from the western side. A couple of Russians over there, down towards the southwest region of
Panther, don't push out there,
Yeah,
they
of
got
the
shot.
district
They've
center.
got a fob, they've got a fob somewhere.
Squad
I'm
5,
behind
be
four
advised,
guys.
close to your west.
Risky move, but we'll see sort of how Rip sort of played out. Coming up to around about 40 minutes of play in round 2, guys. Round 1, we saw Serenian Vanguard
Two guys in front of
finish
you, watch
squad
it.
and Zulu
Enemy rally
Delta
point,
take it out
enemy
with
rally point down.
226
Nice one,
tickets. So Rip, this round will have to take it out by
confirm
220 tickets and above.
Rally.
And
Only
they're
rally.
very
guys
close
just
to that.
follow
They're
up
around
like
about
this. Definitely
280
from
tickets for the
south or
insurgent forces.
southwest.
How are you looking over there, Nordic?
Nice work, see what you can do.
We are at
Holding on
199.
northeast,
We're
have eyes on the
dipping under 200.
Okay.
He's got Mark on their team.
So I'm
Jeff, do you
not
wanna try and go for
not
petrol
completely
station,
sure
man?
Rip is gonna
Go
win
for
this,
it. Go.
South.
but
Yeah, okay.
this I
Petrol,
mean the entire match. But they're definitely gonna go 1-1. I don't see the Russians winning this unless
Panther,
they really
keep
shape
going
up
around here, mate, I'll
and
pull my squad back,
get
alright, mate?
these
I'll
pincer
kick you off,
moves
can up
going.
here, hold them up. If you need a medic, just shout that. I'll send one more.
Honestly, the biggest problem has been that both of them just left district center without doing.
Yeah,
both
it's-
Russians just forgot about district center,
We're never
which I
gonna
can
get
understand
that
from Rip
position. We're getting
because
back
they
where I
they were on the Russian
Right,
team the
don't
first
go
time.
then, mate.
But
Conservative
these ZXD and SVG
Yeah,
and
but
FSQ
the
should have
clear.
realized like, okay, we need to
Conservative
rush
guys do not
district center
attack. Conservative.
and secure that.
Just put the perimeter outside, but don't push on the offensive with it.
Yeah, a couple of Rip guys
Yeah,
down
roger.
towards the south,
Great, good call.
southeastern
Let's do it, guys.
region, I believe it is. Southeast,
there, so
correct.
still.
Down.
The
We're going to
map
see
is-
FSQ sort of pushing up to that side. Out towards the southwestern region, we have SVG, Serenian Vanguard.
guys
A
spread
couple
out.
of Rip guys left there. But again, on defense, they're a bit speckled. They're going to have a couple of guys to the north start pushing back in towards the cap zone. 278 tickets coming up to that 40-minute mark. We'll see sort of what Rip can
There's
pull
a
out of
BTR
the magic
somewhere
hat.
close to petrol station on southeast.
But again, let's have a look at the flags, guys. The insurgents hold Stone Bend Depot and District Center. Only the Russians hold the Nest and Petrol Station. 3 flags to 2. We're looking at around about, say, 3 to 5 ticket bleed per minute in terms of the Russian forces. So really, it's down to defense.
South 195.
For RIP coming into around about 276 tickets.
276, alright. So, what I want, if they really want to win this, they need to play super safe. They have 175 tickets left remaining. If they just stack up and around the compound, secure the entrances, and keep poking and prodding on on petrol stations so the Russians can't leave it, they should have the medic advantage because of them being on a defense position and being in a flag, and that should make them win the game with bleeding.
Yeah, northern side fully clear now. FSQ cleared out of that side. We saw an FSQ squad of the Russian forces head up towards south side Stone Bend. Very lucky for us in places to see that happening and push a squad up towards there. No enemies up towards that northern side. We're going to see RIP now pushing back down into the cap region of District Center. Out towards the western side, clear as day. Looks like nothing there. Down towards the south, we have FSQ on the southeastern side. Out towards the southwestern side, we're going to see Serenian Vanguard and FS2 coming from there. Again, it looks like the objective for Rusty in Places here is just to hold and just take it easy, and medics to really do their job. Really do their job. You're looking at 265 tickets now. They have to win by 227 to take out this end Tactical Tuesday. We'll soon see.
Yes, I saw smoke.
Soon see what happens for
on the rocket launcher mark.
Yeah, we have a very conservative BTR usage, I must say. I'm much more balls to the wall with those than these guys. But as I said, like, the issue here is that the Russians can't cross the fields. They can't get over. I wanted to see them use more smoke, sure, but easiest would just be to stack up in the BTR and just get towards the wall, especially the southern wall, and you can dismount fairly safely, and then push on from there and get into the QCB.
Well, we are going to see the Russian forces now towards the southwestern region, southeastern region of District Center. We are looking at this on the map around about the Foxtrot 4, keypad 1, and now towards our Foxtrot 4 keypad, let's say around about 6 area. We're going to see a mass squad of Russians now pushing in. We're going to see a Rusty in Place force down there, around about 3 guys left on the south side of the compound.
Yeah, we're getting hard south again, really hard.
Squad 4, do you reckon you can come back and support us?
262 tickets remaining, over around about 42 minutes or so.
260?
Yeah, 261 tickets for the insurgent forces.
162 here, so RIP's ticket gain has stopped a bit, and we have lots of Russians coming in now.
Yeah, lots of Russians on that south side.
Negative, rocket tech is not back.
We do have a...
insurgents on the flag.
Yeah, we have RIPs now pushing out towards the eastern side. Squad 4 out towards north side of the island.
I'm waiting for it though.
But in terms of the flag...
Enemies now on squad 3 spotted pushing north on the road inside district.
This is not good. I mean, we have 2 full squads pushing hard. Where is the rest of the RIP guys?
Guys, we need to consolidate. We need to pull back.
Yeah, it looks like now a consolidation effort possibly from RIP here. They've asked to push back. They've asked for a pushback over onto the district. They are getting hit hard down towards the direct south of district, down towards the southwestern region as well. 255 tickets remaining for RIP forces.
Yeah, now the Russians are doing basically what they had to do. They are forgetting these defense. They have 4 dudes sitting there, 5th in far back, checking the south side, and the rest of them pushing. Squad 3 coming in on the eastern flank, rest of them pushing hard on the flank. And this is a problem.
Yeah, we're now going to see a half capture of each. We still have the insurgents in the cap zone. We're going to get more or less the Russians now starting to come in, but now we see District Center split in half. South side fully controlled by the Russian forces, north side controlled by the insurgent forces.
We're getting heavy at district.
There needs a...
Really heavy at district.
And it's being said by the squad leaders here, we need a consolidation on D. We need every squad here. So we'll see sort of how it turns out. Really nice push here from FSQ, SVG, over on the west side and east side, pushing up simultaneously here as well.
Yeah, they're getting dangerously close to caps now. We only have one squad defending. Whereas it's at least two. This is not looking pretty.
Ouch, we're looking at 246 tickets here for Rusty in Places. Coming up to 45 minutes. They got 20 tickets. Actually, 19 tickets. They got 19 tickets. They can't lose 19 tickets if they want to win this Tactical Tuesday. Overall, they might actually win the round. But again, with Tactical Tuesdays, we go by tickets and how much and who won round 1. We saw our Finnish squad, Serenian Vanguard, and Zulu X-Ray Delta win round 1 with 226 tickets.
Yeah, and right now we see the Russians on 128, and they are getting pushed back a little bit on the west side. Rip is holding strong in this compound here. Gotta give them that, but that is not the problem because now they're capped.
Yep.
Anyone eyes on the BTR?
And it looks like yeah, Finnish squad here just taking one of the emplacements there.
Yeah, they have.
What I'd like to see right now is that the Russians actually take a Logi and put a fob right south of
right south and just put it in their faces, right, basically.
They keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. That is what they have to do. If they're not taking this flag, they're not winning this game. Sure, they might win Tactical Tuesday in terms of all over ticket, but they have no idea about that.
Yeah.
And obviously, they are capping the flag. They are doing great. I mean, there's like 6, maybe 9 defenders, and pretty much 18 push attackers. But still.
Yeah.
And Rip, where are they spawning? I haven't seen
northern side. It is located just to the south side of you now. Actually push towards the south. Foxtrot 3. So Foxtrot 3 keypad 1. Foxtrot 3 keypad 1 on the line. That's where it's where CJ is now.
Right here.
That's where they're starting to come in. So they had more or less.
If you got grenade,
in terms of less running distance.
How are we doing this compound south?
But this is going to be neutralized in a second now.
Yeah,
and,
we have now 227 tickets for Rusty in Places here. Really, the only way to come back. They are now below the tickets to win Tactical Tuesdays, but the way they have to come back is start capturing flags.
Yep, they're down.
Yep, and we have the Russians 108, 105. But also they will gain tickets while Rip loses. They will gain tickets while capturing his flag.
Yep.
Okay, they stopped the cap now. Russians are insurgents might be capping the back now.
Yes.
Very interesting. There's too many Russians outside of the flag. They need to get inside the cap zone, but they're coming now.
Yeah. It looks like a couple of reinforcements over on Petrol Station for the Russians. I think they had around about 2 to 3 guys left on there. Of course, with this attack to happen, I think now they're going to push back a number of their forces over on Petrol Station. 219 tickets coming up to around the 50-minute mark. The Tactical Tuesday overall is in the favor of Finnish squad, Serenian Vanguard, and Zulu X-Ray Delta. In terms of the match itself, round 2, we are looking in the Insurgents' favor.
Are we capping it back, yeah?
So we may see a 1-1 for each, Rusty in Places and the other 3 clans, but in terms of the overall taking...
Do it.
Overall taking of Tactical Tuesdays, Rusty in Places have to win by 227 tickets.
Yeah, do it for the rally.
Yeah, and I will say this, I pretty much knew it was going to be a 2-0 in terms of one side winning both games. I did not expect it to be the Insurgents.
Yeah, Roger.
Yeah, you would expect...
Well, we'll see. We shouldn't say anything yet,
no.
Now the Russians are actually capping again, but Insurgents have played way better than I thought they would.
Yeah, they keep they're piling more troops into it.
Really nice with, of course, all these 4 clans participating this Tactical Tuesdays, guys. Is playing these insurgent forces. They've played it, a way that I've actually never seen. It looks like Nordic, part of Q&A for the squad devs hasn't seen before. They're doing a hell of a job.
They're basically saying now that I think they are actually coming with where are Russia's Logi? Alright, can't see it. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's on the western side. And they're getting shreked by Panzer Shrek.
Wow, who would have thought?
Oh,
nice hit.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be enough for it to go boom boom. And Hot Potatoes should jump out of it now. But he's riding with it.
Yep, oh, there he goes. Yeah, unfortunately there for Hottie. Scotty too Hottie, Hot Potatoes there.
Yeah.
2 guys down, 1 point injury.
Trucks down, he's spraying a little bit and comes.
Truck guys, keep it up.
So that was obviously pretty good for it. That means there's no fob for Russia.
Where to?
They have to use the rallies. And
Just
I
try
can
and
tell
find
you that
rallies
is
in
pretty
the
much
south
the reason that insurgents are able to defend us at this point,
where they
because Russia had only rallies. Had they had a fob, they would have been able to spawn faster.
Yep.
And they would have been cross squad spawning or whatever you want to call it. And I'm pretty sure that's what made them lose, because either a rally went down or they need to go back and refresh the rally, wait for rally spawns, everything like that. Rally's obviously not as good a spawn location as a fob.
Yeah, you know, the Rusty in Places here playing the exact same tactic as Serenian Vanguard, Finnish Squad, and Zulu X-Ray Delta played in round 1, is placing a fob just to the northern section of District Center for that constant replenishment of forces there. It saved Rusty in Places on numerous occasions by having this, but yeah, in terms of overall tickets, we're looking at 198 tickets and 50 minutes of play in terms of round 2 here. How are you looking over on the Russian forces?
We are looking at 66.
So 66 tickets.
It's going down fast now.
Yep. In terms of the flags, guys, and who has it capped, Stone, Bend, Depot, and District Center are under the control of the insurgent forces. Petrol Station and Nest, only the Russians. Russians are dealing with a bit of a ticket bleed here, around about 3 to 5 or so tickets per minute.
Along the little inside valley on the grass.
But it could be in terms of some earlier tactics by Rusty in Places. Again, this is completely Rusty in Places tactics and our observations, but it may have possibly costing the game here. In terms of not in terms of the round, they might actually win this round. You know, 191 to 60 or so tickets. In terms of tactical Tuesdays and the overall competition of it.
This is just a giant clusterfuck on the flag right now.
Yeah, District is, yeah.
Insurgents everywhere. There's no clear front. There's no clear, like, they're not holding, any team is not holding, and we have 3 insurgents down behind the Russian line at the moment, and yeah.
By tickets we probably will lose.
Yeah, so again, the Russians still holding around about half or so. Around about half or so of the district center. South side owned by the Russian forces, and the northern side being opened by the insurgent forces. Looks like Zulu X-Ray Delta FSQ pushing up northeastern side of district, which I'm currently looking at now, trying to get close as they can to the fob that is just located just below me now with Baby James and Geordie.
How's the cap looking?
They are, however, calling out 1, they're capping, and 2, every single Russian except 2 are now pushing towards that flag. The 2 mistakes Russia's have done is no fob in the south. Even though you don't have a lodger, you can still place the fob and wait the 7 minutes. And B, they did exact same thing as Rip did, and there has been 0 attempt of trying to get the resupply spawn of District Center.
Yeah. Yeah, we did
and
see...
that needed to be a priority.
Yeah, unfortunately...
Russians in the south, who needs to get in the cap zone. They're still standing outside of the cap zone. That is also a big mistake. You need to get in the cap zone.
Yeah, we're just...
Yeah, well, we are looking at Petrol Station. I think only 2 or so guys.
I'll make my way.
I'm going to zoom in as far as I can. I think there's only 2 Russians left on that sort of Petrol Station region.
Someone needs to defend
and insurgents defended it. And I mean, half the Russian team are pretty much outside of the cap zone right now. And
yeah,
it is
located
just not
to the
good
south.
enough.
Yeah.
Black Panther, careful.
If you look at the whole FSQ, I don't think they are in the cap zone. They might be on the
I'm just having a look now.
FOB is not going down. FOB is fine.
Yeah, that's exactly what
yeah,
I thought.
it's like a slither. Yeah, more or less about a slither. If they push up a bit more, then of course they'll be in that sort of cap zone. FSQ on the western side could almost... They got around about 2 or so guys in the cap zone. 3 guys now.
Yeah, then all of these Russians need to slowly push up towards the north so they get in the cap zone. then they can set up a position and hold.
Flanking from the
Well,
south.
they're winning in KD, so they should be more than the insurgents.
Yeah, you're looking at
And
one.
insurgents
Yeah.
have half a squad on the outside.
Yeah,
KDs, that's what we're looking at, guys. 197, 274, 272, 202,
And the way we're gonna win.
170 tickets.
Yeah, but
I think now the Russians are just gonna go, you know what, fuck it. Let's start pushing our guys as fast as we
One guy
can.
at the petrol station.
are we kept petrol?
No, there's still one guy at the petrol station. Whenever put an RP down. Give us a second.
Oh,
Yeah,
Russia's
cap,
capping
losing
now,
cap.
yeah, they are. But look, if so many are running out in the... This is a big
Enemies
mistake.
right
Why are they
below.
running out in the water? They need to be inside the cap zone. And they're all getting crushed now.
Again, guys,
Still got guys on
only
the
our
station. Give that our fault.
observation here. But again, it's turning Nordic crazy. But again,
Guys, they are pushing.
Like, it's like what Bennett said, don't die, stay in the cap zone. But they're pushing outside and...
All the medics
No.
on the east are down. Be
You
aware.
shouldn't! Get back in there!
We need to start spawning. We can't.
yeah, out towards the eastern side, SVG now pushing in.
They want to go
And
for the
push
top.
too hard.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But now is not the time to do it. You're 32 tickets down. You can win the game, but just capping the damn flag.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, so
And
32
it's not
yeah.
worth the risk.
We're neutralizing.
So yeah, that's perfect. So 32
Yeah, I'm gonna
tickets for
get
the
one
Russian
there.
forces,
Watch it,
158 tickets for the insurgent forces here. Okay, you're looking
Wait,
at a big
hold-
margin
if you're down,
here.
hold the spawn.
Now we're going to see a lot of
Fine, leave your
the
district.
Russians going to start to get in. SVG is going to push the northeastern side, and oh my god, a cap is happening on petrol station.
Oh wow!
Yes, I did see some
Oh, wow.
speckled blues out towards petrol station. I'm going to push down towards
If you're
petrol station
down,
now. So a cap is now
We
in
have,
play.
where
Bowl
is
is
the
down.
district?
Coming in again.
Yeah, so 3
Now we're gonna
versus
stop it,
3.
but-
Out towards the western region, we're going to get Egostein going to start coming in.
And we have a tech
Everyone
coming in
get
there as
front.
well.
We're
Full
gonna
loaded
lose
with
the morning
Russians.
cap.
Oh, sorry, insurgents.
Yeah.
So it's four insurgents plus a logic. They're gonna set up on a fob on this one because they know they're capping. So at the very least, they're gonna pull up the double neutral, and that is going to be enough for insurgents to win the game. Rip has taken this game, but in overall
Enemies on
lost
the bridge, they're
the
covering the road from the
Tactical
bridge.
Tuesday. But
Roger.
hell of a
Just
showing
hold-
from
hold
both
them.
insurgency
No,
sides.
I think so.
Are we capital station?
No,
We're capping.
Alright, so the cap is still happening on the petrol station. 145 tickets remaining for the insurgent forces.
Capping petrol
Let's
station.
need help there.
Yeah, and they're
if we-
claiming
we
Russians
have-
are saying get in the
we know
cap
that,
zone, get in the cap zone. I'm pretty sure that the insurgents don't know more people in the cap zones. They're calling out that they're on the fob, so they're actually on the fob north.
On the phone.
Yeah, I'm going to start pushing up
they're
towards
losing
that
the-
Get
region
one
there.
inside.
Yeah, so in terms of
Yeah,
the
Roger,
petrol
I'm
station
off
is
the
being
fog,
captured by Rusty in places here. Risky move, sort of heading down there.
capping
And I
apparently.
think, yes, it is the case.
District is capped.
The fob is still up. The fob is still up on District Center. But
secure.
again, we're going to see a pincer move happening
Coming
now.
from the north of the fob.
Pincer move happening
We
now
don't
for
have
the
We're
Russian
seeing Rip
forces.
going- Yeah, we're seeing Rip.
we
How
don't
many
petrol,
tickets
guys.
do Rip have?
135 tickets for the insurgent forces.
135. So even if they take this flag,
It's
it's
second
not
on the-
going to be enough to get over those 227 by the
It's the
tickets you
backup.
gain back. It might be if they
Yeah,
kept the
no,
nest as well. Not
Waiting on
completely sure.
want to do their job. We
Um,
hold our job.
but I doubt it. I don't think you get 100 tickets from 2 flags.
Right, everyone, see if we can get some more guys.
So,
Play your role, Nordic. Play your role. It's so
Cap
good,
has
man.
some.
Now we've seen
Outside of petrol pop.
a different way to play cocaine, or cocaine, I guess I'll just straight up call it.
yeah,
It definitely leaves you high after playing it, but you know, we're
Iceberg
seeing
bubbles.
insurgents both sides. Round 1, insurgent forces winning that. We're gonna see round 2 being won by insurgent forces as well. I did not expect this.
We're capping
Like,
back.
no, not in a million years. Insurgent forces now neutralizing the petrol
Neutralised.
station.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
essentially
told
you
my
want to see
squad
them
to spawn
cap this
south already.
CFC
Oh, nice.
hold up. They're already, the commanders in Russia has already called it GG. They know this route. They might pull up the double neutral. It's looking very thin over at District
Yep.
Center. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
just
no-
kidding. That was just a distance.
No, it is. It's more about split forces if we look on the district center
Yeah.
side. But
Oh,
a
they
defense.
defended it, so-
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
defense here. a couple of the guys pushing off that fob to the northern side.
Good fucking job, Pebbles.
So essentially, the Russians are not giving up. They can hold their spawns. It doesn't matter because all of the defenders are down. Insurgents are capping. They have about 60, 50 seconds left.
Do you need help?
And they're not going to hold out that long because the bleed is going to kill them either if the soldiers do not bleed out / give up.
Spawn on main, get a...
So overall, good second round from Rip.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll drive.
Slightly disappointed about the Russians just leaving the extended part 2 open.
We should take the lock.
And
Nice.
they let the fobs control way too much.
Wow.
Seeing at the KD, we landed at approximately 100 KD difference, like I said in the beginning.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall 2 very good games.
Yeah, you can definitely see the sort of ticket bleed happening there. You know, 3 to 5 tickets per minute. You're looking at a numerous amount of minutes there. We had around about 50 or so minutes. I think Rip not losing District Center at all. If my memory sort of serves me there, so it helps him out there. I do believe... I'm trying to think back. I guess this Tactical Tuesday has taken it out of me, definitely. I'm just surprised by Insurgents winning. Cocaine. It's just... I don't know. It's... I think every time sort of I've played it, in terms of sort of pub matches, you always think, damn, I'm Insurgents. Russians are definitely going to roll over us. But we've seen sort of a more or less new way of sort of playing this, you know. Keeping the defense on District did save wonders for round 1 and round 2 with all these four clans participating. Rusty in Places, Zulu X-Ray Delta, Serenian Vanguard and FSQ. That's just a straight up classic Tactical Tuesday there. Man, good.
2 good games.
2 good games. Beautiful. Of course, guys, in terms of the clans that will be watching this back, in terms of these 4 participating clans or people that are watching, guys, it's only our observations from the sky, what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing. Hey, it's only our opinions, so please don't butcher us and hang us on a cross or whatever like this. These guys, of course, on the ground, and everyone knows as a squad player, when you're under constant fire and constant pressure and an ever so changing game, you have to sort of change your tactics where needed be. And of course, us in the skies and the big brother, we can see a